Next, let us talk about the distributive pronouns. Now, the word distributive is derived from the word distribution, right? What are the words that help you to distribute something between people and things? So, what words do you use when we have to distribute something either between people or between things? So, what are those? If I say each, every, either, and neither. These words are always used to distribute. Okay. Therefore, these are known as distributive pronouns. So, distributive pronouns are those pronouns which show that the person or the thing that we are talking about are taken separately at a time, are distributed. For example, each of the girls got the prize. So I'm wishing to emphasize that each of the girls, let's say there were 10 girls. Rather than saying all the girls got the prize, I'm saying each of the girl got the prize because I wish to emphasize that each, the distribution was so proper that nobody was left. I bought 2 books and neither of them is interesting. 2 books and I'm distributing that none of the 2 books was interesting. Either of the 2 roads leads to Jaipur. So there are 2 roads in front of you and one of those 2 roads is going to lead you to Jaipur. So each, neither, either, these are what? These are distributive pronouns. So these distributive pronouns, they are always singular in nature. When we are going to learn about subject-verb agreement, we will get to know about it. So distributive pronouns are singular in nature and the verb used after them will also be singular. Okay, this is the rule that you need to keep in. The distributive, now pronouns and adjectives, again you know the difference. When it is used along with a noun, it is an adjective. When it is used without a noun, it is a pronoun. Each of the girl got a candy. Here each is used independent of my noun, so this is a pronoun. If I say each girl got a candy, here each is used with the noun, so this is an adjective. Neither of the 2 books is interesting. Here neither is independent of the noun, so this is a pronoun. Neither book interested me. Here neither is used with a noun, so this is an adjective. So the same difference, with a noun, adjective, without a noun, a pronoun. Now, the last type of pronouns that we are going to learn is the relative pronouns. So, what are the relative pronouns? If I give you an example, let's say, of the relative pronoun, let's say, if I say, I met a guy who lives in my street. If I give you another example, the lady whom you met yesterday is my Now, what are they? Just look at the first sentence. I met a guy who lives in my street. This sentence is actually made up of two sentences. What are those two sentences? I met a guy. Full stop. He lives in my street. These are the two sentences. And I join these two sentences using the word who. If I look at the other sentence, the lady whom you met yesterday is my aunt. So, the lady is my aunt. You met her yesterday. Again, these are two sentences and we joined these two sentences using. So what did we do, dear students? Relative pronouns always help you to join two sentences. And when you use the relative pronoun, that relative pronoun is always referring to the noun which is before it. Who is used for the guy, whom is used for the lady. If I give you another example, okay, I found a pen. You had lost it yesterday. Two sentences. Let me join this sentence now. I found a pen which you had lost yesterday. Here, my relative pronoun which is used for the noun before it, which is the pen. So, dear students, a relative pronoun is basically who, whose, whom, that and which. These are the 5 relative pronouns. These relative pronouns are used to join two sentences and they are going to refer to the noun which was used before it, as we have already seen in the example. Let us look at some of the sentences given in your book. I met Ramesh. Ramesh stood first in the class. How did I join these two sentences? I met Ramesh who stood first in the class. So this who is used for Ramesh. And I have joined it. Next sentence. We met a woman. Her son was given a reward. We met a woman whose son was given the reward. This whose is used for the woman, the son of whom got the reward. The lady is my aunt. You met the lady at the door. So the lady whom you met at the door is my aunt. So whom is used for the lady. I know the hostel. He lives in the hostel. So I know the hostel that he lives in. Here that is used for the hostel. Chandra has found the purse. She had lost the purse. So Chandra has found the purse which she had lost. So this which is used for the purse. So we have 5 relative pronouns, dear students, as I told you. The 5 relative pronouns are who, whose, whom, that and which. These are the 5 relative pronouns. These relative pronouns are used to join two sentences and the relative pronoun will always refer to the noun which is used before it. Now, let us look at how do we use these relative pronouns. We know who is used only for people. We will never use who for a thing. I can never say I got the purse who was lost yesterday. No. So who is used for people, both singular as well as plural. I went to see Timmy, who is my friend. It is a person. I joined my friends who were playing in the park. Again, people. Be it singular or plural, but who is always used to talk about people. Whose is used in speaking about the people, speaking of the persons that you referred to. For example, here is the man whose son. So the man who you are speaking about, that man's son met with an accident. So whose is always used as something which helps you to speak about the noun which was used before it. We met the travelers whose belongings were robbed. So travelers whose belongings were robbed. Whom is again used for persons. This is the snake charmer whom we met yesterday. These are the boys whom the principal punished. These are the friends whom we introduced ourselves to yesterday. So both whose and whom are used for people. Which and that are used for animals as well as the non-living things. The dog which is barking, the dog that is barking. The table which is kept there, the table that is kept there. The watch which is lying on the table, the watch that is lying on the table. Okay? So this is how we use which and that. Similarly, you can see this example also. The shirt, this is the shirt that you brought for me. So shirt is non-living thing, we use that. So these, my dear students, were the relative pronouns. Who, that, whom, who, that, whose, then which, that, what. We use them for things. Which, that, what, and whose, and of which. So these are basically the relative pronouns. I would suggest, rather than learning the table, please practice, make your own sentences, because with the help of examples, we are able to understand the things better. So this, my dear students, was the end of your chapter, Pronouns and the Kinds of Pronouns. Let us discuss the back exercises so as to understand the chapter that we have went through. Okay. Make questions to fit the following answers using interrogative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, what, which. So basically, you are given with 10 sentences. The answers are given. You have to frame a question for that using the interrogative pronouns. Who, whom, whose, what, and which. Okay. The first one has been done. Since there are 10 sentences, we'll do the first 6. Ratan Singh drives the school bus. Who drives the school bus? The answer is Ratan Singh. I want to see the principal. Whom do you want to see? And the answer is, I want to see the principal. Carelessness caused the accident. I have the answer. So, what caused the accident? Carelessness. I want the red one. Which one do you want? I want the red one. Let us look at the other sentence. It belongs to Ramesh. Whom or who does it belong to? It belongs to Ramesh. She was playing with Geeta. Who was she playing with? was playing with. So you got the answers. Rest of them you can do on your own, dear students. The next question is, circle the demonstrative pronouns and underline the adjectives. Very simple, as we know. With noun, it is an adjective. Without a noun, it is a pronoun. These flowers, we have a noun immediately next to these. So here, this is an adjective. This is how you can do it. This is independent of noun, so this is a pronoun. What is that noise? Again, what is that noise? That noise. Noise is the noun, that is with the noise, adjective. I like such people. Again, we have used people with such. Noun is used, so this is an adjective. These are my birthday presents. These is without the noun next to it, so this is a pronoun. This is my father's old house. This is without the noun, so this is a pronoun. That house is to let. House, which is the noun, is next to that, so this is an adjective. These are very expensive jeans. These is independent of the noun, so this is a pronoun. Such was his way of talking. So such is used without a pronoun, without a noun, so it is a pronoun. Those are merely excuses. Again, there is no noun next to those, so it is a. Okay. Supply suitable indefinite pronouns in the following sentences. The dash can come. I do not mind who it is. Anybody can come. I don't have a problem with who it is. Has something happened to him? I entered the house, but I saw nobody inside it. As the best teams were playing, everybody wanted to watch the match. I got everything I needed from the market. There is somebody knocking at the door. All right. The next question is, you have to fill in the blank with the distributive pronouns. We have 10 sentences. I'll do the first 5 with you. I invited Jack and Jill to my birthday party, but neither of them came. Which jacket do you prefer, this one or that one? I don't like either of them. It was a very good football match because each of the teams played well. Anne and I don't know the time because neither of us had a watch. Who are those people? I don't know either of them. So you see, dear students, it was so easy for us to solve these sentences. So I hope you are clear with all the types of pronouns. We've discussed the questions also related to them at length. So I'm going to pause here and we'll see you all soon in the next lecture. Thank you.